Hey everybody, welcome in Dash. Probably the best of the Incredibles in this event. He starts out with super high speed. If we are to sort our all of our characters by speed, he is already at the top. He's not even unlocked yet. He hasn't even got any gear, any speed boosts. And when he gets leveled up in all his gear, he is the fastest in the game. He overtakes Hades and Shan and the others. He is super fast. He hits pretty hard as well. So let's jump down and find him. He hits pretty hard as well. And what I wanted to do, since I don't have him, since this event is taking its toll, there has been some people in the community that have him. So thank you all for those who have supplied me with footage to help and to spread through the community so we can all see what he is like. One of those people is the real IRL. Now, I'll be jumping into some matches, and I'm going to be giving a little bit of commentary over some matches that I had with him, just to test things out, to give him a little bit of a stress test, to see what happens when he is focused, what happens when he's not focused, to see how he plays out in battle in the top tier. So look forward to that. But before we do get here, I'm just going to go have a quick refresh over his little kit to let you all know what is going to be happening in these matches. So his basic attack has 50% chance to chain to another target, dealing the same amount of damage. So you pretty much have the potential to do 2 attacks. Then he's also got he gains 1 charge for each hit, up to a maximum of 10. So every time he hits, he's going to get a charge. And then at level 2, which he will be, he gets the double charge on criticals. So if he gets a critical hit once, boom, 2. If he hits chains to a second and crits both of them, he's going to get 4 charges. Now, his heads up kick is special. He is going to be going out attacking 5 times, and then you're also going to get extra 10% crit chance bonus for incredible hero allies. So he is going to have extra chance to get some crits if you are running the Incredibles, and if on the full team, that is amazing. That is amazing. That is where the damage stacks. Gets crits as well as stacking the charges to do more. Now, the dash is what you want to do when you have all of these charges. It hits hard, but also for each charge he is stacked up, like we saw in that little video of him max 10 charges and attacking, boop, 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 he attacks an extra time, an additional opponent for every charge. So you can hit 1 and then hit 10 others, and doing that with so much damage, that's where things get nasty. And then at the end he loses all those charges, and then finally he has got a passive, so he gains 10% evasion for each charge he has got stacked. So if he's got 10 evasions or 10 charges stacked, he's going to have 100% evasion. He's going to evade whatever attacks him, and then on an evade he'll lose 2 charges. So the more charges he's got, the more he's going to be evading. He's going to be slippery. You won't be able to hit him. He's going to hit hard. That is what makes him amazing. So keep that in mind. We're going to go jump into some matches, and we'll see how he actually plays out. Alright, so now we've been matched with the real IRL, and I'm just going to say he has got his dash to tier 6. He's adding a couple of pieces of gear short from tier 7, and it is 6 star. So he's going to look to max it at the end of the event. Now, he starts off, he's got this in a straight meta team. Mordu, Shan, Mordu, and friends. Some of the strongest characters in the game, and he's just thrown dash in there. So what I do, I go off and I'm just going to see how this feels if I'm targeting Shan Yu, like as you kind of like normally would. So I targeted Shan Yu, hitting him, and then I'm like, okay, I want to see how dash performs when you're trying to take out what Shan Yu will be normally one of the biggest threats. on a team. Also note that because Dash doesn't have all his gear, he's not quite the fastest on that team yet, but he will be a lot faster when he is completely maxed. So now I do have my ability, so I drop the Splash Mantle. That actually prevents him using his abilities for one turn. It negatives 1 to all of his MP costs. So now, normally he would have then used Dash's ability, but that wouldn't have happened if his dash was maxed, because his dash would have been faster, he would have already been in it, and he would have been protected. So he has to do a normal attack, gets a charge, whereas if he was maxed, he would already have done his first ability, which you're going to see, he's going to pop around again. But also take a quick notice is how fast, because of his speed, his turn meter goes up. So now I've gone through, managed to take out Shan. Now it's kind of like, okay, I want to see how much Dash can actually take a hit. And then let's see how he goes. So let's have a few hits on Dash. Boom, boom, boom. He doesn't have a lot of health. He will go down in like a few abilities. He will probably start just dropping. But now he's already had his basic. He's flipped around again. This is his next turn cycle, so he's got his abilities back. Boom! Attack, attack, attack! Crit, 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 crit. 9 stacks. 9 stacks of his charge. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just drop down my carpet. He automatically evades that because his evade is so high, 90% evade plus on top of what he's got, and then he drops the dash out because he's so fast. He just straight drops the dash, and that right there is nasty. Having a character that can hit hard, that can evade a whole lot and protect himself, but then deal a whole lot of damage, causes a problem. So that is pretty cool to see. So we're going to jump in, we're going to see a few more tests and see what we can do, what type of teams, how he's going to perform. So back here for another match, I've changed my team up just to like an AoE team, like a high damage AoE team, and I'm going to take a different approach to this and see how, like, I'm using pretty much all meta characters and what you would expect to see in PvPs. So this time I'm going to go for Dash and see how he stacks up if an opponent is trying to target him and take him out first. So we saw me going for Shan last time. Now how are we going to see if we just go for Dash and try and get him out? And what we will be seeing, see how fast, like, if he was maxed, he would have had his turn first. Boom. He's just got all his charges up. And now it's kind of like, okay, so he's going to have 50% extra evasion. The real IRL does a good job of, this is like a good example of controlling the battle. And so one thing I want to see is, can you steal charges? And the answer is no. And I was just like, interesting, good to know. I just want to see if you can actually just remove it from in that way, and no, you can't. So here I go to try and stun him, and boom, that 50% evasion, extra evasion kicks in, and I lose one of the best abilities that I have, and then I've got to now use a few more abilities to take him out. And that, as a super strong character, yes, he'll be disappointed that Dash got taken out before he did his main move, but it also took a whole bunch of extra, it wasted some of my abilities, and it leaves his other meta characters to continue the onslaught while I've been focusing on one. So that is good worth with Dash, is that if you're going to target him, he's potentially going to have a whole lot of evade, you're going to potentially waste a few attacks, and you can't steal the charges and stop that evade. So that is that right there is putting him way up on the tiers of how good he's going to be. And that is cool to see. And that is what is going to make him, that is honestly what I think is going to make him super strong, is that he's going to potentially be able to just go down on a team, go in, attack, and get stack evades, and either the opponent has to waste abilities and turns on him to try and lose those evades and charges, and then the rest of the team gets to go nuts, or they're going to try and leave him and risk him zipping around and demolishing a team. So it's pretty crazy, awesome to see, and it's cool to see him in just like a straight meta team, not in a whole Incredibles team. Although I do want to see a full Incredibles team with him, it's just that the real IRL couldn't invest in all the characters, especially getting like, you'll think there's a gear grind until you get to tier 7. Going from 6 to 7 in tiers is going to get you like a month or two of investing into grinding. Now we are back again, and we're going to go for another match just to see, take another approach, see how the match turns out. And as you can see, man, like Dash with the other top tier characters is lethal, absolutely lethal. Now Dash goes in, gets charged up, and I've got a few options with Mickey. Now I'm trying to get a little bit more control with my Mickey, so I tried to take his one down in turns, but then he controls the game back, stuns Jack Sparrow, and now it's his turns anyway. He gets the controls, and then what you're gonna see is Dash in with the rest of the super damaging meta. Boom, attack, characters down, gone. This is what you're going to be expecting in it, and especially once he gets maxed, when he actually makes it to tier 7 star, it's only going to get better for him. He's going to be faster, he's going to get to his moves quicker, so that means he's going to attack, he's going to have stacks of charge, he's going to be evading, he's going to have his turn coming back around quicker and attacking your whole team faster. That right there is how dangerous he is going to be. So that's pretty cool to see. I'm excited to see a few things in the future, what is going to be happening. I can potentially do a few videos on countering Dash. I'd love to do a video of a Dash in the Incredibles team itself. If someone out there has the Incredibles maxed, the only problem is you not only need to have the stars up, the gear up, but also need to have their abilities up, because they get a lot of their usability and what makes them good through their abilities. Just like I went through at the start of this video, a lot of the Incredibles abilities makes them so good. And if you want to see more of them and my thoughts on it, go check my first look at Incredibles characters, and I go through them all there. But that being said, it is awesome to see Dash in the meta team. Let me know what you guys think of that, and we'll see you all soon.